The economic upswing in Nyatike is luring children as young as 8 years old to the now bustling mining town about 40 kilometers from Migori County. It's a toxic toil that sees scores of children work on pockets of open cast mines where the use of child labor has become common practice.
Nilianza kufanya hii kazi nikiwa na miaka 10. Sasa niko na miaka 13. Tukitoka hapa tunasikia maumivu huko kwa joint. Tunasikia.
This the reality of gold refiners, retailers and consumers who in turn profit from unlawful child labor. In a fertile goldfield, a 14-year-old girl swirls a muddy mix, looking in the silt for tiny flecks of gold. That she is subjected to arguably one of the worst forms of child labor is lost on her. She is only conscious of the need to survive.
Tuko watoto wawili. Mmoja ako kwa darasa la 4. Ana miaka 10. Nakuja hapa kwa sababu hatuna hata chakula. Na nyanyangu pia ni mkubwa. Haezi.
Pesa nyingi sana ushawaipata kwa siku ni ngapi?
300.
While it may be labor intensive,
hii mchanga ni zito. Sasa unachoka. Unaweza hata kuchelewa kwenda shule. Uendi kwa sababu umechoka.
The child laborers insist it is essential they work at the mines.
Tunakuja hapa kwa sababu hatuna chakula kwa nyumbani. Na mamangu pia anakuanga mgonjwa.
They haul and crush heavy bags of gold ore into powder, and they process gold using toxic mercury, handling it with their bare hands, breathing in poisonous mercury fumes when it is banned. They work without safety gear or supervision, yet their wages do not reflect the value of their work.
Kipeleka kwa moto, saa zingine hautoi. Inaibaki hapo kwa moto. Hapo ni shida, upati hela. Siku hiyo unaweza kwenda nyumbani.
Kama imekuwa point moja tunapata 170.
We found no evidence that authorities are doing nearly enough to eliminate child labor in the mines. In fact, locals are accepting of the situation, arguing that the children have no option but to work.
Samangenya wan gi nyithindo moko maonge jonyuolgi. Koro ko biro tiyo ka ekadang oyud pesa modhi okonyore godo.
Many of the child miners insist that they do not skip school to put food on the table, only working on weekends and on school holidays. However, we find children working at the mines on a Friday, a school day. What prompts us to visit the school nearest to the mining sites?
I've gone there several times. And always when I go, I get pupils there. You must get 1 or 2. You can't miss. So by the end of the week, well, you expect a people to be covering 35 lessons. These people shall have covered at maximum 30. By the end of the term, if you calculate that mathematics, the child has missed a lot.
All this is happening despite the presence of a legal framework aimed at protecting the rights of children. The Children's Act Section 10 provides that every child shall be protected from economic exploitation and any work that is likely to be hazardous or to interfere with a child's education or to be harmful to the child's health, physical, mental, spiritual, moral or social development. The Act defines child labor as any situation where a child provides labor in exchange for payment.
I've been against this. And I think the best thing that should be done, the government should come up with programs that can help these poor children to go to school and even buy clothes. Like for instance, food feeding programs in schools. It's not there in the whole of Nyatike. These are the programs that are supposed to be taken up by the Ministry of Education themselves. Unless that is done, we don't expect much.
Many children are lured into the gold mines in the hope of a better life, but find themselves stuck in a dead-end cycle of danger and despair. And so a catch-22 situation persists in the gold mines, where it appears vulnerable children will remain as long as they lack basic necessities.
This one needs a concerted effort. One, the local administration must make it a priority that our children are out of the school. Two, the education sector, headed by the DEO and the head teachers and even the principal, should also make it a concerted effort that as we all sit together, we make sure that our children are flushed out of the mining sites.
But this 13-year-old girl, just like many other children, continues to pay a high price, risking her health and her life in exchange for a bag of rocks, what will ultimately see her carry the burden for her elderly grandmother and brother. All this at the expense of being robbed of her childhood.
Nikiwa mkubwa nataka niwe mwalimu.
Realizing her dreams, what will need her to be in school and stay in school. Mbilu, Sunday Live.